Good morning, children. Our chapter number 1 is rational numbers. In class 8, in rational numbers, operations are there, starting with the operations and properties. But before we start with the operations and properties, let us revise the concepts which you have learnt in class 7. Before we discuss rational numbers, let us just revise all other sets of numbers which you have already learnt. In lower classes, you have learnt about natural numbers. What are called natural numbers? Natural numbers are the numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. up to infinity. These numbers are called natural numbers. They are also called counting numbers. They are called counting numbers because they are used for counting. This set of numbers are usually denoted by capital N, and we can mark these numbers on a number line like this. The natural numbers can be marked on a number ray. Actually, it starts from 1 and it goes to infinity. Okay. Now, the second set of numbers which you have learnt is whole numbers. Which numbers are called whole numbers? Natural numbers along with 0. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. up to infinity. They are called whole numbers and they are denoted by capital W. After learning natural numbers and whole numbers, we learned about fractions. Okay, what are fractions? Fractions are parts of a whole. Fractions are usually used when we need to divide something into equal parts. Okay, and any fraction if you take, it has got two parts, a numerator and a denominator. And in fractions, numerator and denominators are natural numbers. That is, when you divide a natural number by another natural number, we can write it in the form of P by Q, which is called fractions. Okay. After fractions, we learned integers. What are integers? Integers are again a big group of numbers which include 0, natural numbers, and the images of natural numbers or the opposite of natural numbers, which are called negative integers. So, when you mark these integers on a number line, then we will get something like this. You have a number line here, and then in the center it is 0. Towards the right you have all natural numbers. They are also called positive integers. Towards the left you have all the images of positive integers, which are called negative integers. Thus integers are generally called directed numbers or sign numbers because they have got signs, or which shows, this shows the positive direction and this shows the negative direction. So they are also called directed numbers or integers. Now the next step of numbers or next group of numbers are rational numbers. Rational numbers include all these group of numbers which we have already discussed, and we have already learned the definition in class 7. That is, any number which can be written in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q are integers. That is, when you divide an integer by another integer, we represent it in the form of p by q. In rational numbers as well as in fraction, both the denominator, that is q, cannot be equal to 0. What is the reason that q cannot be equal to 0? Again, in lower class we have learned that division by 0 is not defined. So these are the sets of numbers which we have already learned. Integers are denoted by z. Okay, and rational numbers are denoted by q. And rational numbers can be represented on a number line like this. Just check it. Rational numbers, here you have 0. Towards the right you have all positive integers, and even p by q forms fractional forms of numbers. Towards the left you have all negative integers and their fraction forms. Okay, now if you combine all these numbers, then you will get a Venn diagram like this. That is, you see, the largest group of number is rational numbers. In that, integers, fractions, whole numbers, natural numbers, all these are part of rational numbers. Okay, now we learn some more concepts about rational numbers in the lower class. You see, fractions are coming under rational numbers. Okay, what is the difference between fractions and rational numbers? If you look at them, fractions and rational numbers, both of them will look in the form, or it looks like p by q form, both of them. The difference between fractions and rational numbers are that rational numbers are again directed numbers. They have signs, I mean they have integers in the numerator and denominator, whereas fractions have natural numbers. There is no direction for those numbers. Okay, now you may be surprised to see that how to write natural numbers as rational numbers. Rational numbers are in the form of p by q, but if you write a natural number 2, how to write it in the form of p by q? Every natural number, every whole number can be written in the form of rational number. For example, if you take 2, 2 can be written as 2 upon 1. If you take 0, 0 can be written in so many different ways, that it can be 0 upon 1, it can be 0 upon 2, whatever it is. The numerator is 0, denominator can be any number, then the answer will be 0. That is, 0 can be represented in any form with different denominators. Okay, then quickly we will revise few more concepts. Rational numbers, I told you that they are directed numbers, or they have sign. So rational numbers are of 3 types, that is positive rational numbers, negative rational numbers, and 0. Now, which all rational numbers are counted as positive, which are considered as negative, which are considered as 0? Now, you see, in a rational number, you know, it has got a numerator and denominator. If both the numerator and the denominator, both of them are negative, then the rational number will be considered as positive. Similarly, if both are positive, then also the rational number will be positive. If the numerator is 0 and denominator can be any integer, then it is considered as 0. 0 upon any integer is considered as 0. In negative integers, if any of the numerator or denominator, any of this number is negative, then the rational number is considered as negative. That is, if you have negative upon positive, or positive upon negative. In this case, the rational number is considered as negative. Okay. Then we learned about equivalent rational numbers. Equivalent rational numbers. Just like equivalent fractions, equivalent rational numbers are the numbers which represent same value. So if you take any rational number, for example 2 upon 3. So to find its equivalent rational number, just like fraction, what we did in fraction, same way, in equivalent rational number, if you multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. For example, if you multiply both numerator and denominator by the same number, you get its equivalent fraction, equivalent rational number. Okay. Again, if you want to find another number, you can multiply the same fraction, same rational number by another integer. It can be negative or positive. If you take negative in the numerator, you should take negative in the denominator also. So if you want to do this way also, you can do minus 6 upon minus 9. Okay, if you want to find another number, you can take 2 upon 3 multiplied by 4 upon 4, that is 8 upon 12. So, 2 upon 3, 4 upon 6, minus 6 upon minus 9, 8 upon 12, all these rational numbers represent the same rational number 2 by 3. So, they all are equal in values. So, they are called equivalent rational numbers. Now, here we got the equivalent rational numbers by multiplying the numerator and denominator by the same number. We can also find the equivalent rational numbers by dividing. For example, if you have a number like 16 upon 40, you know that both of them are multiples of 2. So you can divide both the numbers by 2. So you got 8 upon 20. Now, if you want to divide this 8 upon 20 by any negative number, for example, you divided both of them by minus 2, you got 8 upon minus 2, minus 4 upon minus 10. So, 16 upon 40 is equal to 8 upon 20 is equal to minus 4 upon minus 10. Again, if you divide by 2, you will get, or minus 2, if you divide, you will get minus 2 upon minus 5, which is equal to 2 upon 5. All these are equivalent rational numbers. Now you see, if you look at this 2 upon 5, you cannot further divide it or you cannot reduce it into its lowest term. So this is also called rational number in the lowest form or in the simplest form. Now, there is another concept which you have learned, that is rational number in standard form. Rational numbers in the standard form. Actually, if you find the lowest term, for example, you got a number like 16 upon minus 40. When you reduced it, you got 8 upon minus 20, that is 4 upon minus 10, that is 2 upon minus 5. Okay, so here the denominator is negative. This number is the lowest form of 16 upon minus 40. Okay, this is the lowest form. But if you want to convert it into the standard form, or if you want to write the standard form of 16 upon minus 40, this denominator cannot be negative. That is, the negative sign should go to the numerator. So 2 upon 5. This is called the standard form of 16 upon minus 40. So for standard form and for lowest term, one condition is common. That is, both of them, the numerator and denominator, should not have any common factor, or they both should be co-prime numbers. Okay, co-prime numbers means the numbers which do not have any common factor other than 1. For standard form, the number should be in lowest term and the denominator should be positive. So two conditions are there for standard form and one condition for lowest term. Now, just now you learned that two numbers or rational numbers can have many equivalent fractions. For example, you got 2 upon 3 is equal to 4 upon 6. Now, how will you check whether these are correct or not? There is an easy way to check. It is simple way is cross multiply them. That is 2 multiplied by 6 and 3 multiplied by 4. If you multiply 2 6 are 12 and 3 4s are 12. If you get same answer, then these two numbers, two rational numbers, are equivalent rational numbers. This is one check for, or this is an easy way to check whether the given numbers are rational numbers. Sometime I think you might have learned such type of number exercises were there in 7th standard. If you get a sum like this, blank upon 6 is equal to 6 upon 36. So you need to check. You see here 6 multiplied by 6 is equal to, see 6 multiplied by 6 is equal to 36. So you ask, is equal to 36 multiplied by what? What? 36 multiplied by 1. So here it will be 1. Okay. These are the basic concepts of, or the basic concepts about rational numbers which you have already learned. So for today, this much is enough. And when you completely learn all this concept or you revise this concept, and then we'll work out an exercise which I give you just now. I'll be giving an assignment related to all these topics which we have learned. Okay. Then in the next class, we will go with the textual exercises and the textual concepts which we have already, which will be explained in the next video. Okay. Thank you.